Hi everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a blessed night. It's Thursday night. Tonight we're going to talk about what do you do if a little Murphy's or emergency gets in the way of you paying off your debt. So we'll just take a person, let's just say somebody has a college loan that they want to pay off, and they have a car loan. Okay, we'll say they're in their mid-20s, they're single, living in their own apartment, and after paying all of their bills, they have maybe $500 left over after the month. That's not including side gigs and side jobs. So all of a sudden something big happens, and they're like, oh no, what do I do? Well, first I'm going to talk preventative, which I've mentioned this before. Before, I feel it's a good idea, before someone pays off their debt, and obviously Dave Ramsey talks about this, to have an emergency fund in place. I think each family and each person should, pick. He says $1,000. That sounds great. Some families may feel comfortable with a little bit more. Some people may feel comfortable with a little bit less. You have to do what works for you and your family. That's number one, so have that emergency fund. Number two, and I added this, and obviously it's not part of the Dave Ramsey plan, but I thought it would be a good idea. If I really wanted to do some saving of some serious money, like let's just say my daughter and husband and I said, we want to save money for something very important coming up. We'll say we wanted to get new flooring in this house, which we desperately need, and we want to pay cash for it because we can get a great discount paying cash. And it costs $2,300. Before I even started saving on that, I would see, are there any other things that are needs in our family that are coming up? And if so, let's get those taken care of first. Let's say the tires are kind of going bald. Get those purchased first and get everything taken care of, any major home repairs and anything like that before you start, cracking at that debt. That's also one very, very important thing. And also, I do think it's important, and I'm not doing this right now, if you feel more comfortable while you're paying off debt to pay a little bit to pay towards your debt, but even if you put $25 in savings every month too, it kind of makes you feel a little bit more secure. That's my feeling. Now onto the part of the conversation that I think is important is, what do you do if an emergency gets in the way? Because you're going along, you're feeling good, you're paying down your debt, and all of a sudden something happens and it all seems to happen at once. We'll say you have a plumbing problem and then you have a major car repair. Well, the emergency plan is there in place. You use your emergency fund. Then after that you rebuild your emergency fund. That is pretty much all that we can do, plus maybe get a side gig to help out. I also think that, let's just say somebody needed some car repairs and a plumbing problem. We'll say they have $1,000. Let's say all that stuff cost $800. Well, I think if there's any way they could still put $25 to debt, or just even a little bit for their morale, I think it could be good. I do know that emergencies and Murphys and things come up in everybody's life. Sometimes we're prepared for them, sometimes we're not. I know that that's part of the reason that these financial planners are out there. They want us to be prepared for circumstances that come up so that we don't have to go into debt. And I definitely feel that's smart. I do want to mention, and I've said this in several videos, and I know I've put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm excited to become debt-free. At this point, we're only $3,500 in debt, which is fantastic. But I kind of feel like I've put myself a lot of stress and strain on myself to pay off the debt. And it's great to be debt-free, but sometimes I kind of feel like we feel a lot of pressure out there, and you feel a lot from different peers that we put on ourselves, because it's so wonderful to be debt-free, and a lot of people are becoming debt-free that you want to join the bandwagon. But sometimes life gets in the way of that, and people's health and your home and your car may have to come before paying off debt. So let's all of us prepare to the best of our ability, but that's all we can do, and let's cut ourselves a little bit of slack if something happens. By the way, I wanted to tell you a couple things before letting you go. As you know, it's my birthday today. I wanted to tell you, as soon as I am remonetized, which I'm hoping will be by the end of April, hopes and prayers, please say a prayer about that. But when that happens, number one, I'm going to do a big giveaway to celebrate that I'm monetized again. And number two, I'm going to start a new birthday tradition. I told my husband about this. I just felt this in my heart today. It's more blessed to give than receive, because you get more out of giving than receiving. So from now on my birthday, I'm going to plan the whole day where I can bless and give to others. Since I didn't do that all day today, I'm going to be doing it the next 2 days. So it makes me very excited. Now, I want to hear what your opinion is of the discussion today of how do you feel and what do you do if something gets in the way of you paying down your debt? How do you handle the morale when you're feeling down in the dumps? What do you guys do about that? I really want to hear your opinion. Thanks everybody for listening. I love you. Bye.